Mick Smith. I'm from Thorpacre, Loughborough, and I've worked at the Bell Foundry for 44 years. Now look, this is a bell wheel. It's coming to be resoled and shrouded. This is shrouding. These are the soldering. We've had to reduce it and adapt it. Years when these first made, these wheels were on timber headstock. Now they're going on to cast iron headstocks. We've had to put pieces in the eye to get it to the right size. Then we put the shroudings on. This is Sapele from South Africa, and this is American ash, which was steam bend in the steamer. It's usually in the steamer about 2 hours, and we've got a press out there. We just bend it around the press, then stack it upstairs, and after a couple of weeks it's ready to go onto the wheels. But like I say, these frames, always, years and years ago, they always used to be made of oak. The new wheels what we make now are made of beech, because we can't get the oak quality of the oak what we used to get years ago and that. And that's why we changed to the beech. Beech is nice, straight grained and everything and that. And we have no trouble machining it. Years ago, in the 60s, 70s, this all used to be elm. But when we got the Dutch elm in, I think it probably 1973, then we stopped using it because we couldn't get out of it anymore. So we use Sapele now. And that's Sapele Marante, it depends what we can get out of. And that's really good quality for the shrouding.
My name is Michael Semkin. I'm the design director here. You wouldn't think so today, I'm covered in filth, but that's fine. I've been here 7 years. I was part of the new management when this place fell apart recently. Prior to that, I've been working in the bell industry for 20 something years now. I've forgotten now, so it's quite a while. Just about know what I'm doing now. Behind me we are building the bell frame for St Mary Magdalene's Church in Taunton, which is a complete new frame, new bells, new fittings, it's new everything, new floors in the towers. It's a complete rip out and start again. The frame is cast iron H's on fabricated steel, which is our usual design. It's been tried and tested for about 120 years now, so it's fairly approved. The design is the bell swings between a pair of H's, and the top of the H's is held together with bits of lightweight angle iron. The bottom is supported with very heavy section steel. In this frame there are 12 bells on the bottom level, and there's one on top swinging, and there's 2 more stationary bells which will just be for tune playing. It's relatively rare for a complete installation of 12 all in one go. Nowadays, most of the big towers have already got their 12s in and they're ready to go. There might be a little bit of maintenance or augmentation, but for a complete new job is quite prestigious, and we're very pleased to get this one. This has been going on, well, the bells came out Easter time. We then finalised designs after that, and bits have been ordered and slowly coming in. And this is the culmination you can see behind, where we're just waiting for the last few bits to arrive and we can finish the assembly. It then gets taken apart. The bottom section, the steel sections, get galvanised, and the upper sections, the cast iron, gets painted, taken down to the church and reassembled at the top of the tower. Once the frame has been dismantled here, it'll be about a week for galvanising, and the same time period for painting the frames and getting them ready. They'll go down on 2 separate shifts on lorries, so it'll be delivered on consecutive Mondays, which allows our team to install the bits up the tower ready for the next lot on the following Monday. So it's about a fortnight process to get it all in the tower, and then another fortnight to get it finished. The project for Richmond is about the equivalent of the middle 8 bells here, so we're nothing quite as big, and the frame is going to be a cast iron low side frame, which rather than having H's going up and tying them together at the tops, they are tied in rectangular pits around the ends of the bells, so giving them a pit to swing in. Other than that, it's the headstocks and the bell fittings will be pretty much identical to what we can see behind us. The foundry work as you don't know if you can just hear in the background, there's a dark rumble, and that's the furnace burning now. We bury our bells underground. We have a 14-foot sandpit basically in the foundry, so we can go 14 feet down before we hit the water table. That's our limit. The idea of that is there's twofold. A, it's safety. If there's a bit of moisture in there and you get steam driven off, it can explode the mould. That doesn't happen because we're very careful about that, but just in case, that would be contained underground. And second is it controls the cooling rate. We believe a slow cooling rate underground is better for the tone of our bells. When it actually comes to casting, the furnace is switched off and it all goes deathly quiet apart from the crane, which is intermittent noise. What will happen is a big ladle will be put on the floor. The metal will be tipped out of the furnace, checked for temperature. We'll always heat above, and then as it cools down, we know when to pour. It'll then be the ladle will be picked up on a crane, taken to the mould, and just gently poured in.
Roger's inserted a plug into the box, so that when the box is full, you can then let the metal pour.
Ready? Here she goes. Next one.
Remember that apart from the health and safety considerations, the other reason the mould is put into the sandpit is to allow them to cool.
We're very old-fashioned. We degas our metal with a willow pole, which contains lactic acid, which is a degassing agent. So it looks a bit like witchcraft, but actually there is some science into it. Our tuning, we do use a computer now to analyse the frequencies of the bells. We strike them and we record what's going on with the bell, and we analyse it, split up the frequencies that we're interested in, and then from experience and a little bit of guidance from some graphs, we can identify where to cut within the bell and affect the different tones within the bell, and we'll come out spot on the finish. It's a black art, tuning.
My name is Gerda Waduka, and I'm working here for the last 6.5 years. And before that, I used to work here 1985 to 1989. Then I worked for other company for 20 years in Loughborough, and then I come back. The first what we do, we clean the bell completely, and then we machine the head off, parallel flat, and then drill it. Once it's drilled, the bell goes like that, mouth up in the machine. That's how we do it. with the machine and the big arm, it goes down, and then I cut wherever it needs cutting. And keep cutting, keep checking. It's not a 1 hour or 2 hours job. It takes a long time. Example of this bell, it's going to take about 8 hours to do it. And we tune as a 5 different tone, 5 harmonical tuning bell. So each bell got a 5 note. Richmond has got 8 bell. So the 5 note in each. So the 40 total notes. So all 8 bell got to be a right note. And the 5 notes is got to be cut right from the top to the bottom. Otherwise, if it's wrong note in each of the bell, then people can tell, any bell ringer can tell there is something wrong. This is untuned bell, which comes straight from the foundry to here. We do the fettling, and then each single bell, we sound it, and that sound is go through the microphone into the computer, like that. So all the notes, you go through the microphone into the computer, then I have a look at all the different notes and separate 5 main notes. Then we put it on the machine and keep cutting different places with a good shape to the right sound. What we do is we try to, the hum is 150 cents sharp. So we try to cut the hum to get this nominal down to the 0. So that's what I've done. So all these bells, it's got a hum got to come down 150 cents in everyone to get balance with the nominal. Because that's the area is called nominal. That's got to be like a nominal is called. And this up to here is tiers. Then when it goes down, the hum area is there. Okay, and then it lap it to this, it's called a quint. And then when it goes down from here to there, it's called a fundamental. The fundamental is different because all the 5 notes is different, but the all time they just only listen to 1 note. And that time it's not even machinery to go right down. I don't know exactly which year the machinery come to cut from the bottom, but normally they used to cut just this area, not at the bottom. The old bell has got never much metal in the bottom. Yeah. If you've got no metal in the fundamental, you don't have a proper, sound. I've got some bells outside. I don't know, did anybody lift it up and did you have a listen? Any bell? I'll lift it up and you listen to it. See what the difference is between old bell and new bells. That's how I do it. Very interesting job.